Dear students, today I am going to explain what are the functions of company secretary. Plus 2 commerce question. What are the functions of company secretary? Functions of company secretary. This question is also an important question from the examination point of view. It's a 5-mark question. This question is also frequently asked questions. So try to study this question. Before studying the functions of company secretary, before that we have to study the meaning of secretary. Who is a secretary? According to Oxford Dictionary gives one definition. According to Oxford Dictionary, secretary is a person who is employed to conduct correspondence on behalf of individual or company. Secretary is a person who is employed to conduct correspondence on behalf of an individual or company, and also the secretary also execute filing documents and administrative function. These works are done by the secretary. Administrative function. Once and I will explain. Before studying the function of company secretary, we want to know who is a secretary. According to Oxford Dictionary, secretary is a person who is employed to conduct correspondence on behalf of an individual or a company. The secretary should execute filing document and administrative function. The secretary is a person. Secretary is an individual who is employed for the purpose of doing the business of others or doing the business of company on behalf of the company. They have to execute something. This is meaning is given in Oxford Dictionary. Then we study the function of company secretary. Very, very important question. So please study this question today itself. Company secretary. The functions of the company secretaries are classified into two categories. Number one, statutory function of a secretary. Then number two, non-statutory function. The function of the company secretary is classified into two. Number one, statutory function, and number two, non-statutory function. The statutory functions are the legal side. The secretary must fulfill certain things. In legal side, they have to do some duties. This is explained in the statutory function. Non-statutory functions are the secretary is acting as an agent. He is acting on the benefit of the shareholder. He is acting on behalf of the office and staff. So non-statutory functions are that way. So the statutory function are explained here. Before studying the statutory function, the secretary is a principal officer of a company. Secretary is a principal officer of a company. He observes all the provisions. Of the Companies Act, 2013. He must fulfill all the formalities of the Income Tax Act and Sales Tax Act Sales Tax Act, Indian Stamp Act, Indian Stamp Act, and other acts. He must obey all the rules and regulations relating to companies like he must fulfill, the company secretary must fulfill all the provisions given in the Companies Act 2013, Income Tax Act, Sales Tax Act, Indian Stamp Act, and other acts. Any provisions explains about the duties of a company secretary in other act is also fulfilled by the company secretary. Once again explain, the functions of the company secretary is classified into two: statutory function and non-statutory function. The secretary is the principal officer of a company. He must sign all the documents on behalf of the company. So the secretary must fulfill all the provisions of the Companies Act 2013, Income Tax Act, Sales Tax Act, Indian Stamp Act, and other acts. He must obey, and he must fulfill all the requirements of the above mentioned these acts. The non-statutory functions are the functions towards agent of director, function towards the agent of a director, then function towards the shareholder, function towards the staff and office. These are all the non-statutory functions. The functions of the company secretary are classified into two categories. Number one, statutory function. Number two, non-statutory function. Statutory function, the company secretary is a principal officer of a company. He should sign all the documents on behalf of the company. So, this company secretary must follow all the provisions of the Companies Act, Income Tax Act, Sales Tax Act, Indian Stamp Act, and other acts. The non-statutory functions are functions towards agent of directors, function towards the shareholder, function towards the staff and office. These are all the two categories of two important classifications of company secretary. Then now we study all the points. We just explain all these points one by one. Point number one, the company secretary is the principal officer of the company. He is acting as an agent, trustee, and chief executive officer of a company. Company secretary is acting as an agent. The company secretary is acting as an executive officer. The company secretary must fulfill all the documents to the register of a company. So, according to Companies Act 2013, he fulfills the following things. Point number one, he signed all the documents. According to Companies Act 2013, the company secretary should sign the documents. Sign the documents of and proceedings. Sign the document and proceedings requiring his authentication. Then point number two, the company secretary give notice to the registrar. Give notice to the registrar to increase share capital of a company. According to Companies Act 2013, the Companies Act gives some power to the company secretary. As according to Companies Act 2013, the secretary is an officer of a company, so he should sign the document and proceedings requiring under his authentication. He give notice to the registrar to increase the share capital of the company. Then point number three, the company secretary should maintain the register of shares, the register of directors, the register of contracts. He should maintain the register. The company secretary should maintain the registers regarding the shares, the maintain the register regarding the directors, maintaining the register regarding the contracts. Then point number 4, the company secretary should deliver the share certificate. The company secretary should deliver the share certificate. Then the company secretary should sign the annual report, annual returns. Any returns filed to the top authorities, the company secretary's signature is necessary. Then point number 6, he gives statutory declaration for getting certificate of commencement of business. Certificate of commencement of business. Then once again I explain. According to Companies Act 2013, the company secretary has some power. As per the Companies Act 2013, the secretary should sign the document and proceedings requiring under his authentication. He gives notice to the registrar to increase the share capital of the company. The secretary must maintain the register regarding the shares, regarding the directors list, regarding the contracts with the outsiders. Then the company secretary has the power to deliver the share certificate. It is his duty. Then the company secretary should sign the annual returns. The company secretary gives the statutory declaration for obtaining certificate of commencement of business. Then point number 7, the secretary should send a general meeting, send notice for general meeting and every meeting. He sent notice for general meeting to all its members. Then he make a statutory book, maintain. Then point number 8, he maintain statutory book. Then he prepare the minute book. He prepared the minutes. Then the minutes and the resolution should be maintained by the secretary. Then what are the functions of the company? What are the functions of the company secretary according to Companies Act of 2013? Companies Act gives some powers to the secretary. So the secretary must function according to Companies Act of 2013. He signed the document and proceedings requiring under his authentication. He gives notice to the registrar to increase the share capital. The secretary should maintain the register for shares, the register for director, the register for contracts. This company secretary should deliver the share certificate. The company secretary sign the annual returns. The company secretary give the statutory declaration for getting certificate of commencement of business. He sent the notice for all the members regarding the general meeting. He maintains the statutory books. Then the minutes and resolutions are what are the minutes, what are the resolutions passed in the meeting must be maintained by the company secretary. These powers, these functions are given in the Companies Act 2013. Then the company secretary also fulfill the provisions of the income tax also. So according to the Income Tax Act of 1961 must be maintained by the company secretary. He is responsible. The company secretary is responsible. Company secretary is responsible for reduction of income tax. For reduction of income tax from the salaries. If any salary is given to the staff or directors, if the amount is exceeding the provisions of the income tax, it should be deducted at source. Tax TDS, tax deducted at source form must be issued by the company secretary to all the staff. So the company secretary is responsible for reduction of income tax. He deducts the income tax from salary and also from dividend, and also any interest is given to the debentures, interest must be deducted, and the amount deducted from the staff or shareholder or debenture holder is paid to the income tax authorities. Then TDS certificate is issued to every employee and the shareholders or debenture holders. TDS, tax deducted at source, is deducted and submitted to the income tax authorities, and the TDS form is submitted to the employee, shareholder and debenture holders. Once again I explain the functions relating to Income Tax Act of 1961. The secretary is responsible for paying income tax on behalf of the staff, on behalf of the shareholder, on behalf of the debenture holders. The salary is deducted, the income tax is deducted from salary, the income tax is deducted from dividend, income tax is deducted from interest. The amount deducted from the salary, dividend, interest is paid to the income tax authority, and TDS form is issued to every employee, every shareholder and every debenture holder. These provisions are given in the Income Tax Act of 1961. Then the secretary is also, the company secretary is also responsible for Sales Tax Act. The company secretary is responsible for Sales Tax Act. Submission of tax, returns, tax, returns and returns to sales tax authorities. In the income tax authorities, some returns and documents are submitted to the income tax authorities. Likewise, the submission of tax returns to the sales tax authorities also responsible. The responsibility is in the hands of the company secretary. Then the company secretary is also responsible for the Stamp Act. Stamp Act. According to Indian Stamp Act, he ensured that proper stamp is affixed. Proper stamp is affixed to letter of allotment, and share certificate. The share certificate and letter of allotment contains proper stamp. If the proper stamp is affixed, then only the share certificate and letter allotment must be applicable. So the duty of a company secretary is proper stamp is affixed as per the Stamp Act, Indian Stamp Act. Then the secretary is also responsible for other acts also. The secretary is responsible for other acts. What are the other act provisions? The secretary is functioning on the provisions of Foreign Exchange Regulation Act. Foreign Exchange Regulation Act, Industrial Act. He is functioning and obey the Order of the Factories Act. Then Industrial Dispute Act. He must follow all the provisions of the secretary must obey but to function the provisions of Foreign Exchange Regulation Act, Industrial Act, Factory Act, Industrial Dispute Act. Then Next point is relating to the function non-statutory function. The non-statutory functions are the secretary is function towards the secretary is function towards the agent of directors. He is function towards the shareholder. He function towards the office and staff. Then agent of director. The board of directors are under the control of the secretary. Point number one, the company secretary is acting as an agent of the director, but the board of directors are under the control of the company secretary. Then the secretary gives necessary advices and information to board of directors, to the board of directors. Then the company secretary arrange the meeting, issue the notice for calling the meeting, then prepare agenda and minutes and resolutions. In the board meeting as well as the general meeting, the company secretary is responsible to call the notice, prepare the agenda and prepare the minute, and the resolution passed in the minutes must be recorded. These are all the functions are done by the company secretary. Then he filed the document. The company secretary file the document and send the document to the registrar of companies. So these are all the functions. Then the function relating to shareholder. Once again I explain what are the functions towards the agent of director. Company secretary is acting as an agent of the director. The board of directors are under the control of the company secretary. So necessary advices and necessary informations are given to the board of directors. The company secretary arranged the board meeting as well as any meeting is conducted. He fixed the date, he arranged the place, he called, notice can be sent to each and every members and each and every board of directors, and prepare the agenda and prepare the minute, and the resolution passed in the meeting must be filed and submitted to the registrar. It is the first function of a company secretary as a director. On behalf of a shareholder, the company secretary is serve the best interest of the shareholder. The company secretary serve as a best interest of the shareholder. He sent the letter of allotment. The company secretary sent to the shareholder the letter of allotment, the letter of call, the letter of regret, the share certificate, share warrant, issue notice. These are all the functions relating to shareholder. The company secretary acting and serve to the best interest of the shareholder. He sent the allotment letter, call letter, letter of regret. If the shares are not allotted to the shareholder, the regret letter is given to the shareholder. The share certificates are issued by the company secretary. Share warrant are issued. Issued notice to all the shareholders relating to the shareholders. Regarding the dividend, regarding the conducting the meeting. So all the informations are given by the company secretary. Then company secretary is the relation of the company secretary towards the office and staff. Secretary is a king point kingpin of the whole corporate machinery. The company secretary is the kingpin of the corporate machinery. He is responsible for smooth functioning of an office. The company secretary is responsible for smooth functioning of an office. He supervises, control all the clerical activities also. All the clerical activities are under the control of the company secretary. Then, once again, I explain the functions of the company secretary towards the director, the function towards the shareholder, function towards the office and staff. Company secretary is acting as an agent of the director. The board of directors are under the control of the company secretary. He gives necessary advices and information to the board of directors. The company secretary arranges the meeting, arranges the date, arranges the place, arranges the time, and give the notice. He arranges the call notice. He prepare agenda. He prepare the minutes, and the resolution passed in the meeting must be kept, and all the documents should be filed, and the copy is sent to the register of a company. Then the company secretary function towards the shareholder. The company secretary serve as the best interest of the shareholder. The letter of allotment, letter of call, letter of regret, the share certificate, share warrant, all issued by the company secretary to the shareholder. Any difficulties faced by the shareholder, automatically it comes to the notice of the company secretary. The company secretary is to fulfill all the requirements of the shareholders. Then company secretary function towards the office and staff. Company secretary is the kingpin of the office. For the smooth functioning of an office, the company secretary should supervise, control all the clerical activities of a company. Dear students, this question is also very important question. In the company chapter, secretarial practice, company law and secretarial practice chapter, I give more importance to three questions. Question number 1, what are the difference between debenture and share? Question number 2, what are the function of the company secretary? Then one more question, what are the powers of a director? These are the 3 important questions. These questions are frequently asked. So, dear students, try to study this question today itself. God bless you.